She said almost nothing when they asked her to move. No anger, no raised voice. Just a single phone call from seat 1A. 8 hours later, an entire crew was fired, and no one on that flight ever looked at power the same way again. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified for more, share to friends. Where are you watching from? Please tell us in the comments. We love seeing how far our story goes. Ava Kingsley didn't need validation. She built her name brick by brick in boardrooms that were never designed for her. At 44, she was a founder and CEO of Iridian Technologies, one of the most disruptive AI firms in Europe, with contracts ranging from healthcare to renewable energy. But Ava never flaunted her status. She let her work do the talking. On this particular morning, she arrived at Heathrow calm and composed, as always. She wore a navy trench coat over a soft cream blouse, her hair in a clean updo, makeup minimal. She just wrapped a 3-day summit with the UK Parliament on tech ethics and was now heading to New York to finalize a multi-million-dollar merger. First class was standard for her, not out of ego, but practicality. She had 8 hours to rest, review contracts, and mentally prep. The airline was familiar, the route routine, but that flight would become anything but. Ava boarded early, as first-class passengers do, and was greeted by an attendant named Emma, who barely met her eyes. Ava took her seat, 1A, by the window, unfolded her tablet, and started reading. Then came him. Late 60s sharp suit, expensive luggage, and a face that never heard the word no. He stopped at her row, checked his ticket, then stared at her as if she'd stolen something. "You're in my seat," he said flatly. Ava looked up, calm. 1A, she asked. "Yes," he snapped. She flipped her boarding pass toward him with a polite smile. "I believe you're mistaken." Before he could say more, Emma appeared. "Mr. Hartford, I'll take care of this," she said with an apologetic tone, directed not at Ava, but at him. Turning to Ava, she smiled tightly. "Miss, would you be willing to move to business class to make room for Mr. Hartford? He's one of our elite-tier passengers." Ava blinked. "I paid for the seat." "I understand, but it would be a kind gesture. You'll be compensated." Ava closed her tablet. "No." Emma's lips pressed together. She whispered something into her earpiece, and soon another attendant appeared. Then a third. Quiet glances were exchanged. The atmosphere shifted. "We're asking you to cooperate, ma'am," the second attendant said. "Is this a safety issue?" "No." "Then I'm staying." They left again. Passengers